Get ready with me while I tell you what to do in case there is a nuclear attack. Sorry, that's actually an insane title, but my dad did prepare me for a lot of things in life, and this happens to be one of them. Just for context, my dad was a spy in the Cold War, and he was a cryptological linguist and was sent to Russia, taught him Russian, and spent around 10 years in Moscow. Also, disclaimer, this is just what he told me to do. He isn't a nuclear expert, he's just a retired spy. So the first thing he said is, if you have enough of a warning for a nuclear attack, which you might, you can tell if they're incoming, you need to get to the nearest bank, because a bank is one of the only structures that has like the reinforcements in its vaults that is the strongest against a nuclear attack. If that's not looking like a possibility, if you have a body of water or a pool near you, you need to submerge yourself in that as quick as possible. Bring like kind of like a straw or something to be able to breathe through, and then just stay in that for as long as possible after, like low-key 2 days, because there's still going to be nuclear residue in the air after the initial blast. So if you survive that nuclear blast, you need to make sure you're not absorbing that nuclear energy or whatever it's called into your body. If you aren't near a body of water or a pool, you can also fill your tub as high as it goes and then get in your tub and submerge yourself. Also put like wet towels and put towels over the tub. If you don't have a tub but you only have a shower or something, just wet as much fabric as possible and secure, like cover yourself, cover the walls of the room. Just make sure there's as much water around you as possible. And again, you need to be staying in that room for as long as possible, days even, because after the initial blast, if those like nuclear particles get into you, like you're gonna get cancer, you're gonna die a very horrible death. So that's not super ideal. Of course, this is also all determined on how close you are to the blast. I personally live like 10 minutes from the Pentagon, so I might be screwed. But this is just what my dad told me to keep in mind. Lastly, please take this with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Obviously, this is all very unlikely. My dad just makes sure I'm prepared for like every natural disaster ever. But let me know if you have any other questions. Also, follow the account tag below if you want to see like the actual interviews with him and other agents.